What if I told you that one of God's most powerful angels was also his greatest enemy? Meet Samael, the 12-winged archangel who commands 2 million celestial warriors. He stands at God's right hand, carrying out divine judgment. But here's the twist. This same angel is also known as the angel of death, the one who tempted Eve in Eden, and the chief of all evil. How can one being embody such extreme opposites? Stay with us as we unravel the mystery of Samael, most confusing figure in all of Christianity. Samael, the angel known as the venom of God, stands at God's right hand, carrying out divine judgment. He's also called the angel of death and the chief of all evil. His name in ancient Hebrew perfectly captures this duality. Sam, meaning poison or medicine, and El, meaning God. Imagine Samael, tall and imposing with fiery eyes that seem to burn right through you. Dark wings stretch out behind him. This isn't your typical fluffy, harp-playing angel. Samael looks like he means business, and he does. Samael's true power lies in his abilities. He commands an army of 2 million angels, ready to carry out his will. He can bring death with a touch or heal with a word. In God's heavenly court, Samael acts as both prosecutor and executioner. Why is such a powerful angel associated with evil? The answer lies in the concept of balance. In some Jewish traditions, Samael represents judgment and severity, while other angels represent mercy and kindness. Both are necessary for the universe to function properly. This makes Samael one of the most fascinating figures in religious lore. He's a tool in God's hands, used to maintain cosmic balance and carry out divine will, even when that will seems harsh or cruel to human eyes. But Samael's role as the venom of God is just the beginning. His influence stretches far beyond the heavenly realms, touching human lives in unexpected ways. How did this powerful angel become entangled in human affairs? And what consequences did his actions have for all of creation? The truth about Samael's fall from grace will shake everything you thought you knew about angels, demons, and the battle between good and evil. But to understand that, we need to go back to the very beginning of creation itself. Samael's journey from divine prosecutor to angel of death is a tale of cosmic consequences. His obsession with punishing sin grew, overshadowing mercy and compassion. This shift in perspective set him on a dangerous path. How could an angel make such a mistake? The answer lies in the complex nature of free will and cosmic balance. As Samael's actions grew harsher, his very essence began to change. The bright light of his angelic form dimmed, replaced by a darker presence. His once gleaming wings took on a shadowy hue. Other angels watched in horror as their brother transformed before their eyes. Samael's new role became a dark mirror of his former position. He was reborn as the angel of death, tasked with claiming souls and guiding them to the afterlife. This transformation played out in major biblical events. During the Exodus, it was Samael who carried out the death of the firstborn in Egypt. Even the great prophet Moses wasn't immune to Samael's new power. Legend tells us Samael himself claimed Moses' soul at the end of his life. But Samael's influence wasn't limited to the heavens or the realm of death. His fall set in motion events that would shape human history. How did this fallen angel's actions ripple out into the world of mortals? The answer will challenge everything you thought about the serpent in Eden. The story of Adam and Eve takes an unexpected turn when we consider the true identity of the serpent in Eden. This wasn't just any snake slithering through paradise. It was Samael, a fallen angel, using the serpent as a disguise to carry out his plan. Picture the scene: Adam and Eve, blissfully unaware, walking through the lush garden. Meanwhile, Samael lurks in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But why would such a powerful being choose to appear as a simple reptile? Samael's cunning nature is on full display in this crucial moment. Some Jewish traditions describe him riding on the serpent's back, whispering temptations into Eve's ear. Can you imagine the contrast? A dark angel, hidden from view, using an innocent-looking creature as his mouthpiece. The fallen angel's influence in Eden went far beyond suggesting Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. He planted seeds of doubt, questioning God's motives and rules. "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" he asked. With these words, Samael introduced distrust between humans and their creator. The consequences of this deception were staggering. By tempting Eve and Adam, Samael brought sin and death into the world. This wasn't just disobedience. It fundamentally changed humanity's relationship with God. But what was Samael's true motivation? What did he hope to gain? As the drama unfolded, everyone faced consequences. Adam and Eve were banished from paradise. The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly. But what about Samael? Surely such a direct challenge to God's plans would bring severe punishment. Here's where things get interesting. Some scholars argue that Samael wasn't acting against God's will, but fulfilling a necessary part of the divine plan. Could it be that his temptation was meant to give humans the gift of free will and knowledge? This idea challenges everything we thought we knew about free will. Samael's actions in Eden set the stage for humanity's long journey of struggle and redemption. But his meddling in human affairs was far from over. In fact, the fall from grace was just the beginning of his influence on human history. What other events would this fallen angel shape? And how would his actions continue to affect us today? The answers might shock you. In the celestial court, Samael holds a unique position that can determine a soul's eternal fate. His role goes beyond simple judgment, shaping the very fabric of divine justice. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about good and evil. Picture yourself before God's throne, every action in your life exposed. Samael stands ready, his piercing gaze seeing through any deception. This isn't just any court. It's where your soul faces its ultimate test. Why does God allow such a harsh prosecutor? The answer might surprise you. Samael's presence serves a greater purpose in maintaining cosmic balance. He's not just there to punish. Instead, think of him as the strict teacher who pushes you to become your best self. His methods may seem harsh, but they ensure justice aligns with God's will. How does this affect you? You're about to find out. In this heavenly court, Samael exposes the sinful and unremorseful. Every soul faces a moment of truth before him. Will they be found worthy or fall short? Your choices matter more than you realize, even when you think no one's watching. But here's where things get interesting. Remember the Exodus? That's where we see one of Samael's most famous cases. He accused the Israelites of idolatry, testing their faith to its limits. This moment shaped history, but it's not the whole story. What happened next left even the angels in shock. Here's the twist. Samael's verdicts aren't always what you'd expect. Sometimes his harsh judgment leads to unexpected mercy. In one famous case, his accusation actually led to a soul's redemption. This shows us that even in the divine court, things aren't black and white. Why does God allow this? The reason will change how you see justice forever. Samael's influence extends far beyond the spiritual realm, touching every aspect of human existence. How does this celestial prosecutor shape our everyday lives? The answer is closer than you think, and it's about to turn your world upside down. Samael's power extends into the very core of human existence. Picture a world where every cough, every ache, every tear serves a purpose. What if all that pain was orchestrated by a single entity? This idea challenges everything we believe about good and evil. Samael isn't just the angel of death. He's deeply connected to disease and suffering, like a dark force behind human misery. But why would God allow this? Here's where things get complicated. Samael's role in suffering is part of a bigger plan. In Jewish tradition, he's an important part of God's justice system. He brings punishment to those who deserve it and tests people's faith and strength. Think about the last time you were sick or in pain. Did it feel like the whole world was against you? That's Samael's influence. He can make us feel small, weak, and alone. But here's the twist. This suffering might have a purpose. In some beliefs, Samael is linked to the Qlippoth in Kabbalah, the dark side of creation where illness and spiritual problems originate. It sounds scary, but it's necessary for the world to work right. After all, how would we know light without darkness, you might wonder? Is there any limit to Samael's power over suffering? Can he make anyone sick at any time? The answer isn't simple. Samael is powerful, but he operates within God's limits. Why does God allow this pain and sickness? Some think it's to help us grow stronger. Like lifting weights hurts but builds muscle. Hard times can strengthen our souls. Others believe Samael's actions forces us to turn to God for help, bringing us closer to Him. But Samael's influence over human suffering isn't the end of his story. His power stretches even further, touching parts of our lives we might never expect. How else does this fallen angel shape our world? Wait while we uncover this in the next section of the video. You wake up on a Tuesday morning, ready to face the day. But this seemingly ordinary weekday hides a secret. It's under the control of one of heaven's most notorious angels. Samael's grip on Tuesday goes deeper than you could ever imagine. In many ancient beliefs, each day of the week has its own ruling angel. These celestial beings guide the events and energies of their assigned day. Tuesday belongs to Samael, the fallen angel known for his complex nature, as both a divine servant and a source of destruction. Why Tuesday? The answer lies in the stars and ancient traditions. Tuesday, named after the god of war in many cultures, naturally falls under Samael's influence. His connection to strength and aggression aligns perfectly with the day's energy. Think about a typical Tuesday. You might feel more energetic, more prone to taking risks or starting conflicts. That's Samael's power at work. His influence can make Tuesday a day of action, but also a dangerous one if not handled carefully. Have you ever noticed how some of your biggest arguments seem to happen on Tuesdays? Let us know in the comments if majority of your arguments happen on Tuesdays, or maybe your bad days are generally Tuesdays. This belief in Samael's control over Tuesday isn't just old stories. Important Jewish texts like the Sefer Raziel and Hokmat HaKasdim mention it. These ancient writings give Samael official status as Tuesday's governing angel. But what does this mean for us today? Some people use this knowledge to their advantage. They see Tuesday as the perfect day to channel Samael's strength and determination. Need to stand up for yourself at work? Tuesday might be your best bet. Planning to start a challenging new project? Samael's energy could give you the push you need. But there's a darker side to Samael's Tuesday reign. In some traditions, it's considered an unlucky day to start new ventures or get married. The aggressive energy might lead to conflicts or hasty decisions. Yet this same energy makes Tuesday ideal for protection or fighting against injustice. Here's a surprising twist. Despite Samael's fearsome reputation, some people actually call on him for help on Tuesdays. They believe his dual nature makes him a powerful ally in overcoming obstacles. It's a risky move, but one that shows how complex our relationship with this fallen angel truly is. Samael's control over Tuesday reveals a fundamental truth about the universe. Even time itself is part of a grand cosmic plan. But his influence isn't limited to a single day of the week. His power stretches across dimensions, shaping events on a scale you might find hard to believe. But here's one question that's still left unanswered. How is he able to command an army of angels, even though he is referred as the angel of death? Samael's influence extends far beyond his role as the angel of death. At the helm of heaven's largest army, he commands 2 million celestial warriors. This vast force isn't just for show. It's always ready to carry out divine will. Imagine an endless sea of shimmering angels, stretching as far as the eye can see. With a single word, Samael can mobilize these supernatural beings. But why would such incredible power be given to an angel with a rebellious reputation? The purpose of the celestial army goes deeper than you might think. These angelic forces maintain the balance of the universe, upholding order in the spiritual realm. When divine judgment needs to be carried out, Samael's troops spring into action. Picture the epic battles raging in the heavenly spheres. Angelic armies clash, each side fighting for what they believe is right. The scale of these conflicts is beyond human comprehension, yet they shape the very fabric of reality. Samael's position as a military leader reveals a surprising truth about the nature of divine order. Despite his controversial status, he never fully breaks away from divine service. This paradox challenges our understanding of good and evil in the celestial realm. But Samael's complex relationships aren't limited to his role as a commander. In fact, his most intriguing connection might be with someone you'd never expect. Who could possibly be a match for the Angel of Death? The answer will shock you, and it's tied to one of the oldest stories in human history. Samael and Lilith's partnership goes beyond a simple power couple. When the chief of God's armies joins the mother of demons, it challenges everything about our world. Lilith, Adam's rebellious first wife who left Eden, now stands beside Samael, the Angel of Death. Their union isn't just scandalous, it's a cosmic threat. In Kabbalistic thought, Samael and Lilith rule the Qliphoth, the realm of evil forces. They're like a dark mirror of Adam and Eve, rebelling against divine order. But why would Samael, once God's right-hand angel, team up with a demon? Their shared thirst for power and defiance of authority unites them, shaking the foundations of creation. Imagine their dark realm filled with demonic offspring. The treatise on the left emanation tells how their children endanger the divine plan. It's as if they're building a twisted version of a family. But could their actions serve a greater purpose? Some scholars argue that Samael and Lilith's opposition might be necessary for the universe to function. This idea forces us to question our understanding about balance of power. The Zohar, a key text in Kabbalah, describes their relationship as one of seduction and temptation. They're not just partners in crime, they're reshaping reality itself. Here's where things get really interesting. Some traditions suggest that Samael and Lilith's union represents the darker aspects of human nature we all struggle with. Their story reminds us that even celestial beings grapple with complex emotions and choices. The consequences of their partnership ripple through time and space. Yet paradoxically, their existence might be crucial for maintaining cosmic balance. How can something so destructive be necessary? Their bond reveals a fundamental truth about the universe. Good and evil, light and darkness. These forces are more intertwined than we ever imagined. But Samael's influence didn't stop there. His reach touched every corner of human history, shaping events in unexpected ways. How did this fallen angel leave his mark on our world? The answer will make you question everything you thought you knew about the course of human civilization. Samael's influence on our world is vast and varied. This powerful angel, once a servant of divine will, now shapes human events in ways both subtle and dramatic. But how can a celestial being have such a direct impact on earthly affairs? Wars and conflicts throughout history bear Samael's mark. Linked to Mars and associated with aggression, his presence can be felt in the chaos that follows when nations clash. Natural disasters, too, sometimes fall under his domain. Earthquakes, floods, and plagues become tools to test humanity or carry out celestial plans. The story of Exodus reveals Samael's deeper involvement. Beyond his role as the angel of death, he's said to have led the Israelites astray during their journey. The golden calf incident, a moment of rebellion against God, carries his influence. How many other historical events might he have shaped? Samael's reach extends into our daily lives through his union with Lilith, the mother of demons. Together they rule the Qliphoth, the realm of evil spiritual forces. This dark power seeps into our world, affecting human behavior and societal conflicts in unexpected ways. In Gnostic traditions, Samael is often equated with the demiurge, a creator figure embodying ignorance and spiritual blindness. This suggests his influence extends to the very fabric of our material existence, coloring how we perceive and interact with the world around us. Yet Samael's earthly impact might not be entirely negative. As a complex figure embodying both creative and destructive forces, Could some of humanity's greatest achievements also bear his touch? The answer will really make you question everything. While Samael's earthly power is impressive, his true influence lies in a realm far beyond our understanding. What cosmic forces does this fallen angel command? And how do they shape the fate of the entire universe? The universe hangs in a delicate balance, with forces of light and darkness constantly at play. Samael, the fallen angel we've been discussing, holds a crucial role in this cosmic equilibrium. He's more than just a bringer of death or a rebellious spirit. Samael acts as a counterweight, ensuring the universe maintains its harmony. But here's where things get interesting. Samael's actions often appear to challenge God's plan. He tempts humans and brings suffering. Yet these very actions might be essential for the universe to function properly. It's as if every step in this cosmic dance, even the missteps, serves a greater purpose. Samael's influence reaches into every corner of creation. He pushes everything to grow and evolve through challenges and hardships. You might wonder, how can something so destructive be necessary? The answer lies in the concept of balance. Just as a forest needs fire to clear out old growth and make way for new life, the universe needs Samael's harsh judgment to maintain order and spur growth. This idea of Samael as a necessary evil challenges our understanding of good and evil. It forces us to consider that what we perceive as negative might serve a higher purpose. But what if there's an even more surprising twist to this cosmic story? Some traditions suggest that Samael's role goes beyond just being an opposing force. They propose that his actions, while seemingly evil, are actually integral to the divine plan. It's as if God and Samael are working together in ways we can't fully comprehend. The ultimate outcome of this cosmic struggle remains a mystery. Will Samael's influence lead to destruction or transformation? The answer might lie in understanding that creation and destruction are two sides of the same coin, both necessary for the universe to evolve. But Samael's influence isn't just about grand, universal schemes. His impact touches our lives in more personal, immediate ways than you might expect. But there's one more question about his appearance that experts are still confused about. His appearance is magnificent, yet scary at the same time. Angels are often shown with wings, but Samael's set him apart in a terrifying way. His 12 wings make him a figure so massive, his very appearance could make the bravest warrior tremble. Why does Samael need such intimidating wings? In the world of angels, wings represent rank and power. Most angels have 2 or 4 wings, but Samael's 12 stretch across the sky itself. They're dark and imposing, reflecting his role as both protector and destroyer. When he spreads them, shadows fall across the earth. But Samael's wings do more than look scary. They let him travel between heaven, earth, and the underworld instantly. With one beat, he can create winds strong enough to topple mountains. These wings give Samael abilities that blur the line between angel and God. The number 12 holds deep meaning in many religions. For Samael to have 12 wings suggests he plays a crucial role in the cosmic order. But what exactly is that role? His wings let him see across time and space, peer into mortal hearts, and even shape reality. With such power, it's no wonder Samael is both feared and respected. Here's where things get interesting. Why would God give such incredible power to an angel known for rebellion? Each of Samael's wings represents a different aspect of creation he must balance. They're not just a sign of strength, but a reminder of his huge responsibility. Samael's wings perfectly show how complex he is. They represent his power to destroy and his duty to protect. But his unique features go beyond just wings. What other secrets does this fallen angel hold? And how is his relationship with Angel Michael? Are they rivals? Picture 2 powerful beings, both serving God, yet locked in an eternal struggle. Michael, the archangel of mercy, stands with golden wings and a sword of justice. Opposite him is Samael, dark-winged and fierce-eyed. Their conflict shapes the very fabric of reality. In the heavenly court, these mighty angels face off. Michael defends humanity with compassion, while Samael accuses with sharp arguments. This cosmic drama keeps the universe in a delicate balance, far more complex than simple good versus evil. Their rivalry echoes through history. Remember the story of Israel in the Talmud. Samael stands ready to bring divine wrath, but Michael steps in to shield the people. This pattern repeats, influencing the fate of nations. Who's stronger? It's not a simple answer. In Kabbalah, they represent different aspects of God's nature. Without Samael's harshness, the world might grow corrupt. Without Michael's kindness, it could become unbearably cruel. Imagine heavenly battles with lightning and thunder. Samael's wings blot out the sky as Michael's radiant form pushes back the shadows. Artists have captured these clashes for centuries, showing the raw power at play. But here's where things get really interesting. Some believe their opposition is part of a greater plan. Could their rivalry be a carefully designed test for all of creation? Remember when we talked about the celestial balance that is required? This is what we were talking about. The truth about Samael and Michael's relationship is more complex than it seems, but the mystery of Samael goes even deeper. What other secrets does this fallen angel hold? And how many roles does he actually have? Samael, the fallen angel, is more complex than we first thought. He's the angel of death and a commander of heavenly armies. He tempted Eve, but also serves as God's prosecutor. These different roles make Samael hard to define. In Jewish traditions, Samael brings justice and balance to the world. Christian texts often see him as a darker figure, closer to Satan. Some occult traditions even view Samael as a powerful ally who helps humans overcome challenges. Why do we see him so differently? Our changing ideas about good and evil shape Samael's image. Long ago, people saw him as a tool of divine justice. His harsh actions kept the world in balance. But as our morals changed, Samael's image grew darker. Some scholars today argue that Samael isn't evil at all. They say he's more like a strict teacher, pushing us to grow through difficult tests. Samael's many faces show us that the line between light and dark isn't always clear. What looks like evil might serve a greater purpose. But just when we think we understand him, there's another twist to his story. This fallen angel, often viewed as evil, may actually be an essential part of God's plan. Samael's actions challenge us to grow and question our beliefs. But here's the real twist. What if our understanding of good and evil is too simplistic? Samael's story reveals a universe painted in shades of gray, where even the most feared beings have a purpose. This insight shakes the foundation of what we thought we knew about right and wrong. It forces us to see the world through a new lens, where challenges and dark moments might be opportunities for growth. Yet Samael doesn't stand alone in the celestial hierarchy. For every yin, there is a yang. And in the angelic realm, Samael's counterpart is the mighty archangel Michael, considered by many to be the strongest of all angels. Where Samael represents divine severity, Michael embodies the awesome power of God's protection and justice. These two celestial giants, locked in an eternal dance, shape the very fabric of our reality through their clashing forces. But what secrets lie buried beneath the surface of Michael's renowned glory? And how does Samael, with his 12 wings of shadow, work to maintain the delicate balance between light and dark? Click the video now to uncover the untold story of Angel Michael, and prepare to be shaken by the true extent of his influence over the mortal world.